morning, Americans. This is your favorite alien and Boomoose Bubba. Hey, Bub. Yoo-hoo, Bub. Say hi to the Americans here on Friday, September 4th, 2020. Stand by for commentary. Well, Americans, today I'm doing a commentary on the two causes of America's demise. So here they go. Cause number one, your two-party system. Since 1856, the first time Republicans and Democrats had elections against each other, the two-party system has evolved into two parties at first, and then into backroom deals, starting with the 1876 election, the 1900 election, the 1920 election. Backroom deals, yeah. Where you didn't want the American people to know anything. Then you wanted the compromises. And that started with the Hoover administration. And then the Franklin Roosevelt administration, well, that compromise got a little bit more partisan. And by the time Gimme Hell Harry went into office, well, like he said, those know-nothing or do-nothing Republicans, yeah, I remember them. Then the Eisenhower administration, the compromise started to go away. The Kennedy administration literally shot down the compromises. So by the time Tricky Dicky came to power, well, it was more confrontational. Us versus them. Then you became the partisan. And then the people took over, like the left wing from Phyllis Schlafly and the Democratic Party took over, and the Reaganites took over the Republican Party. They gave way to more sinister people in the Republican Party, and therefore today you got Trumpy Dumpy, and the left of Phyllis Schlafly let go to socialist and really left out people. I mean, pretty soon you're going to have pictures of Che Guevara and Salvador Allende probably looking at the White House portraits up there. And that's, where you got Creepy Joe. Yeah. So that's the demise of the Americans there. The second one, the African Americans themselves, especially in the last 20 years. Since Rodney King, around 1992, there, and the O.J. Simpson, you don't count that because you won, but you don't see it that way. That was the one thing where the system actually worked on your side, African Americans. Yeah, he was guilty as heck. But the system worked in your favor, one of the few times it did. And why did the system work? Well, because his lawyers were shrewd. Like Johnny Cochran. You don't have any of those lawyers anymore on your side. In the African American side, your lawyers are all dumb. The problem you got is a policing problem, and a perception problem, and a faction problem. That's what caused the demises of the Americans. A good example of that was the other day when Senator Loeffler, running for re-election as a Republican here in Georgia, and the Black Lives Matters group, yeah, they got a watermelons for brains over there. Because if you listen to Mrs. Loeffler's statement, she has nothing against Black Lives Matter. But she has, it should have been, and I agree with her, all lives matter. Because when you put Black Lives Matter, you're boxing yourself into the faction that you are. If you don't see that, African Americans, then you got watermelons for brains. You are a faction. And a faction you cannot sustain. Neither can the whites, neither can the Asians, and neither can any other factions. The he-she's, the she-he's, and the what's-its. They're a faction too. You're all one thing, and you can't survive without the other. You're all humans, and one human cannot survive alone. You need each other. You got to coexist. So you got to coexist as one race, one entity. That doesn't mean you give away a lot, but you got to give away a whole bunch. And what you get in return, trust me, because we had to do it in my society, outweighs it. Big time. Tenfold. But are you willing to do that? Hell no. This is your favorite alien, and Boo Moose Baba. Good day.